להזמין את כולם יחד ארבעתם להנחת הזרים.
אבל זרים פה.
נכון, אבל
רגע,
רגע, בואי שנייה.
מזמינים את ארבעתם להנחת הזרים. ביחד. כולם ביחד.
למה אתה אומר הנחה אם הם הולכים?
ככה אומרים.
אז רגע, זה בסדר? I invite Mr. Herzog, Mr. Steinmeier, and Mr. Wunder to lay wreaths, כן? בסדר? With, כאילו, Miss Berzon Mekai, the director and chief creator of Beeri.
זה בסדר?
בסדר?
הם עשו רק מסתכלים ביחד, לוקחים...
לא, אבל אז סופי תורידי, כי אין מה להציג את ה...
למה? היא לא מציגה להם?
לא, כי זה כבר מונח.
אז היא לא?
לא, אז היא לא מגישה בכלל.
אז לא?
לא, רק את הזוגות פה. סופי פה. סופי, אנחנו פה על הבמה.
President of Israel, Yitzhak Herzog, and his wife, Michal Herzog, President Germany, Mr. Frank-Walter Steinmeier, and Mrs. Elek Bundenbanter, Ms. Michal Uziyahu, Eshkol Region Councilor Meyer, Ms. Hila Oren, CEO of Tel Aviv Foundation, and Mrs. Sophie Berzon Mekai, the Director and Chief Curator of Beeri Gallery. Respected guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we gather here today to lay the cornerstone of the new Beeri Gallery, as it was burned to ashes on October 7th. The gallery is a place of artist expression of the human spirit and a symbol of enduring friendship. This ceremony also holds profound significance as we mark the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relationship between Israel and Germany. Every day, every moment, we remember our beloved friends and families, 102 of them, who were murdered in Beeri. I invite Mr. and Mrs. Herzog and Mrs. Steinmeier and Miss Bunderbanter to lay wreaths. Elka, sorry for the mistaken. Elka, please. We will remember life that was brutally taken in the Beeri massacre on October 7th. Today, we remember them together. We also keep fighting for the release of the 58 hostages. 6 of them are from Beeri. As it is international issue, it is humanitarian issue. We will never stop fighting until the last hostage is back in Israel, back home where they belong. I would like to welcome Ms. Herzog to say a few words.
And
and Elka, please.
We can stand here together.
yeah.
Okay. I asked to open this ceremony with my very, very dear friend Elke, because we both feel that this is a joint project that demonstrates the friendship between people and between the German people and Israeli people. We were last here about a year and a half ago. It was drizzling, it was raining, and the burned gallery was still in the background. But we had hope, and we now see people coming back, and we feel that this project is a joint project of ours to bring life back to this wonderful community. And I'm so glad we're doing this together. And I want to thank everyone that is involved. My good friend Elke and the ambassadors, both the German and Israeli. And Mr. Berthold I told him, about to become a member of the kibbutz. And the most important thing for me is that I asked the members last week if they're happy with what is happening with this gallery, with the cultural center, with what it will mean for the kibbutz. And when they said we're very happy, I said this is the victory. It's the victory of the people that want to come back and want to create life again. And of course, we won't be whole until all of our brothers and sisters are back, but we need to go on creating life and doing it together. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear Michal. Thank you. I only want to add, I'm really moved by this togetherness, and I really appreciate our deep friendship, and it's a gift to me. And I'm so thankful that we work together in the foundation and we can serve to the project, but first of all to the people of Beeri. And let me add, I'm also very thankful for everyone who take part in this project and is so helpful in Israel and in Germany. And let me add something very personal. From my point of view, you're from Beeri. You are my heroes and you are role models because you want to survive, but more than that, you want to have and to take your life back. And that is something unbelievable because you have gone through such awful things. You lost your loved one. And I think that is, to me, a sign of courage, of will, and resilience, and togetherness, and you are so outspoken. And so, for me, you are really role models. Thank you for being here and allow us to work with you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Elka and Michal.
You are the best.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. And now I would like to invite Sophie Berzon-Mackay, the Director and Chief Curator of Beeri, to present the flowers and the gifts, please. I would like to welcome Mr. Gal Cohen, the General Secretary of Beeri, to say a few words.
Dear President Steinmeier, Mrs. Elka. Okay. President Herzog and Michal. Welcome to our home, Kibbutz Beeri. On October 7th, our piece of heaven, Beeri, became a war zone. 102 members of our community, men, women, and children, were bitterly murdered. 30 kidnapped. 6 of them are still being held in Gaza. Homes were destroyed and burned. Hamas tried to destroy not just a place, but a way of life. One built on hope, respect, and solidarity. A part of the Zionist enterprise. By October 9th, we already knew we would come back. We would rebuild. To make Beeri more alive, more united, and more determined than ever. The new art gallery is part of that vision. A place for healing, for creativity, a living evidence to our unbreakable spirit of our community. I truly believe it will play a vital role in the recovery of Beeri. Just days after the attack, you, President Steinmeier, came to Beeri. With deep care, you choose to stand with us and help us begin again by supporting the creation of this gallery. Germany's generous gift is a powerful statement that culture matters, that spirit matters, and that even after unspeakable tragedy, we can still create. On behalf of all of us in Beeri, thank you. Thank you for your standing with us, not only in words, but in action. Your presence here today is a sign of true friendship and shared values that bind us all together. We warmly invite you to return to Beeri once again, full of life, to hear the children's laughter and to witness our small, renewed piece of heaven. Thank you.
A member of the kibbutz.
May I ask you please come stand next to me? Thank you. We will now have the pleasure of hearing Mr. Zarchi, the visionary behind the design of the gallery. Please welcome the architect, Mr. Daniel Zahari from Studio Faz.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Shalom.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here today. Thank you, Mr. President, First Ladies, the Tel Aviv Foundation, Sharon Golan, and of course the kibbutz community and Sophie, who's leading the project. When we were looking for a way to create this project, we were thinking of the rich heritage of this place, of Beeri, from its beginning, and we wanted to have an architectural project that is rooted in the past and the heritage and architecture heritage and artistic heritage of the place, and also to look forward to the future. The idea of going back to creation, to art, and an architecture that can somehow provide a place for all this to happen was very moving to us. If we go closer to the project, maybe we were looking for a way. We were looking for a way to. Okay. We're looking for a way to integrate the existing buildings and to find the right scale for the kibbutz and to have an architecture that represents, as I said, the future, that is modest enough to work with what is already existing. This is the pub of the kibbutz, the existing pub where we just were, yeah, and the existing silos which we integrate into our project. And the project is very calm and modest, as you see. We can have a look a bit here. with a main entrance, and each of the different functions receives its own container, its own pavilion, with a main entrance here, with a main gallery space that is located here, with a small sculpture garden, the gallery offices and places for the staff, a special exhibition place in the existing structures that maintains their identity and their sense of place, and some functions for the community, multifunctional space, and an outside garden. So in a sense, we were trying to create architecture that does not compete with the place, but actually enhances it and brings back life to Beeri. Thank you.
Please, can you go to the different microphones? Can you go, both of you, to the different microphones over there? I invite the presidents, Herzog and Frank Walter Steinmeier, to say a few words.
So we'll start with our dear guest, President Steinmeier, please.
Mr. President, dear Buji, dear Michal, dear friends, I will start in German and then switching to English. Vor fast 1,5 Jahren standen meine Frau und ich hier im Kibbutz Beeri, und was ich damals sah, was wir damals gesehen haben, das hat sich tief eingeprägt. Häuser, die nur noch Ruinen waren, verbrannte Bäume verstreut, umherliegende Alltagsgegenstände, Spielzeug. Das Grauen, das Leid, es ist durch Mark und Bein gezogen, aber auch etwas anderes war zu spüren, damals schon, nämlich der Wille, nicht aufzugeben, der Wille, wieder aufzubauen. Heute sind wir zurückgekehrt, mit Respekt vor ihrem Mut, mit Bewunderung für ihre Kraft. Und ich hätte mir gewünscht, dass die Situation bei unserer Rückkehr schon eine andere sein könnte, dass der Krieg beendet wäre, alle Geiseln zurückgekehrt und dass alle Bewohner von Beeri wieder in ihrem Zuhause leben können. Aber vieles ist noch ungewiss, Trauer und Sorge erfüllen noch viele Herzen. Almost a year and a half ago, my wife and I stood here in Kibbutz Beeri. What we saw then will never leave our memory. Houses that were nothing but ruins, burnt trees, everyday objects and toys scattered around. The horror, the suffering, it went right through us. But we also felt something else, the will not to give up, the will to rebuild. Today we have returned to show our respect for your courage and the admiration for your strength to rebuild. But still I wish the overall situation would be different. Not all hostages are home, war is going on, and a lot of you could not yet return here. Dennoch sind wir heute nicht zusammengekommen, liebe Freunde, um zu trauern, sondern vor allen Dingen, um gemeinsam ein Zeichen zu setzen. Damals vor mehr als einem Jahr standen meine Frauen zusammen mit dir, lieber Buji, und mit dir, liebe Michal, vor der ausgebrannten Gallery, einem Ort, an dem einst Kunst, Leben und Gemeinschaft zu Hause war. Was hier von der Hamas zerstört wurde, war eben nicht nur ein Gebäude. Ihre Zerstörung durch die Hamas war ein Angriff auf all das, für das dieses Kibbutz steht, auf Offenheit, auf Kultur, auf Menschlichkeit. Und ich habe Ihnen damals versprochen, dass wir helfen wollen, diesen Ort, zentrale Gebäude für die Bewohner hier im Kibbutz, nicht der Zerstörung durch den Terror zu überlassen. Dear friends, more than a year ago, dear Buji, dear Michal, we had been here before. We were shocked by the atrocities committed by Hamas. We saw the destroyed art gallery, which we felt had been an attack on the values the kibbutz stands for: openness, culture, and humanity. We promise to help to rebuild this place. Dass wir heute gemeinsam den Entwurf für Ihren Wiederaufbau vorstellen können, das ist ein Schritt hin zur Erfüllung dieses Versprechens. Ein Lichtblick, wie ich finde, in dunkler Zeit. Ich gratuliere den Wettbewerbsgewinnern, den Architekten von Studio Pes aus Israel und den Freiraum- und Landschaftsplanern vom Atelier Sotto aus der Schweiz zu ihrem wirklich, Sie haben es gesehen, beeindruckenden Entwurf mit einfacher und klarer Architektursprache. Dass dieser Neubeginn eine Kooperation von Israelis, Schweizern und Deutschen ist, das steht vielleicht auch sinnbildlich für das, was uns gemeinsam trägt: internationale Solidarität, kreative Zusammenarbeit und die Zuversicht, dass aus Trümmern Neues erwachsen kann. The fact that this new beginning is being driven by Israelis, Swiss and Germans is perhaps emblematic of what sustains us: international solidarity, creative cooperation, and the confidence that new things can grow out of ruins. Dear architects, Sie bauen nicht nur ein Gebäude, Sie bauen eine Zukunft. Und ich bin fest davon überzeugt, dass Sie die richtige Sprache für diese Zukunft gefunden haben. You are not just constructing a building here, you are building a future. And I'm firmly convinced that you have found the right language for this future. Und doch sind wir immer noch weit entfernt von dieser Zukunft, die anders ist, als wir uns sie wünschen würden. Der Kibbutz ist noch nicht bewohnt, die Wunden sind tief, Familien trauern und wir warten weiter auf die Rückkehr der Geiseln, auf ein Leben in Sicherheit. 585 Tage nach dem Massaker sind immer noch Geiseln in der Gewalt der Hamas, darunter auch deutsche Landsleute. Ihr Schicksal ist eine offene Wunde. Deutschland vergisst sie nicht, ich vergesse sie nicht. Unsere Stimme wird nicht schweigen, solange sie nicht zurückgekehrt sind. Und gleichzeitig hören wir heute ganz real die Einschläge in Gaza und wir wissen, auch dort leiden Unschuldige, auch dort sterben Kinder. Gewalt, Terrorismus und Zerstörung dürfen niemals das letzte Wort behalten. Unsere Menschlichkeit muss stärker sein. And yet, we are further away from the future than we would wish. The kibbutz is not yet inhabited, the wounds are deep, families are grieving, and we continue to wait for the return of the hostages for a life in safety. 585 days after the massacre, there are still hostages in the hands of Hamas, including German companions. Their fate is an open wound. Germany will not forget them, and I will not forget them. Our voice will not remain silent as long as they have not returned. At the same time, today we hear in a very real way the detonations in Gaza, and we know innocent people are suffering there too. Children are dying there too. Violence, terrorism, and destruction must never have the last word. Our humanity must be stronger. Dear friends, to close, der Wiederaufbau dieser Galerie ist ein sichtbares Zeichen dieser Haltung. Er sagt, die Feinde der Freiheit können Gebäude zerstören, können Menschenleben auslöschen, aber sie können nicht besiegen, wofür wir stehen. Das Beeri, in das Sie zurückkehren, wird ein anderes sein als das, was wir verlassen haben. Es wird ein ungekanntes Maß an Schmerz, an Trauer kennen, und doch enthält dieser Ort viel mehr als diesen grausamsten Tag seiner Geschichte. Die Geschichte Beeris reicht so viel weiter zurück als der 7. Oktober 2023. und sie ist nicht zu Ende. Ich hoffe, dass der heutige Tag ein Stück Hoffnung gibt, dass er Ihnen ein Bild gibt für die Zukunft, die Sie erwartet, wenn Sie nach Beeri zurückkehren. The reconstruction of this gallery is a visible sign of our attitude against violence. It says, the enemies of freedom can destroy buildings, can extinguish human lives, but they cannot defeat what we stand for. The Beeri you return to will be different from the one you left. It will know an unprecedented level of pain, of grief, and yet this place contains much more than this darkest day in history. The story of Beeri goes back so much further than the 7th of October 2023, and it's not over. I hope that today will give you some hope, that it gives you a picture of the future that awaits you when you return to Beeri. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So I will speak briefly in English and in Hebrew. Mr. President, Frank Walter Steinmeier, Elke, dear Elke, the entire delegation, members of the kibbutz. For me, this event is full of symbolism. Last night, I honored the President of Germany, Frank Walter Steinmeier, with the highest civilian decoration of Israel, the Presidential Medal of Honor, Itu Anasi, for his unique leadership, moral compass, moral clarity, and support of Israel and the Jewish people. I know Frank for decades, and we both grew up in the labor movement. And I was telling him that Beeri is not only a biblical name, but it's the name of the founding father of the labor movement, Berl Katzenelson. And when we look at this and we say, 80 years after the Holocaust, 60 years to the establishment of the relations, when we see still the ashes of that horrible, horrible atrocity of October 7th right here, and we are creating life together with this incredible community of Beeri. So for me, the real decoration and honor, and should be a worldwide honor, is for Kibbutz Beeri and its members and all of the dwellers of this region who heroically are going back and rebuilding and proving that the spirit of human beings overcome the worst of atrocities and pain. And the fact that we are establishing this, re-establishing this gallery as a place of spirit is what gives us hope. And hopefully, truly, I truly hope and believe that after the horrible period that we have gone through and going through, we shall see also peace in this region with our neighbors. So Be'ezrat Hashem, as we say, let's hope that we inaugurate the beautiful gallery and that Beeri thrives and flourishes and the region thrives and flourishes in peace. תודה רבה לכולכם. אתמול בערב, כן, אפשר, בסדר, מגיע לו. אתמול בערב הענקתי לידידי הנשיא פרנק וולטר שטיינמאייר את עיטור הנשיא. הוא אחד מהמנהיגים הדגולים בתבל, איש עם מצפון מוסרי ועמדה מוסרית כל כך חשובה, גם כלפי העם היהודי וישראל ובכלל בעולם כולו, ואני חושב על הסמליות העצומה של האירוע הזה. 80 שנה אחרי השואה, 60 שנה לכינון היחסים, אנחנו רואים פה את הסימנים של השריפה, ואנחנו יודעים שאנחנו בונים חיים, חיים של רוח ומעש, מי שבונה אותם זה קיבוץ בארי. ואנחנו שנינו יוצאי תנועות העבודה המקבילות, ובשבילנו סיפור של בארי הוא משהו הרבה יותר עמוק, מאך ורק עוד יישוב. כי מי שצריך לקבל את העיטור בעולם כולו זה בארי, על השיקום, על התעוזה, על הרוח וכל תושבי האזור. על הבנייה מחדש, על השאיפה לחיים, על ההתמדה, הנחישות, להמשיך בכל הכוח. ואני בעזרת השם מקווה שגם נחנוך את הגלריה, וגם נראה פה גם ימים של שלום, בינינו ובין שכנינו, בינינו בתוכנו ועם שכנינו. תודה רבה לקיבוץ בארי, לכל העושים במלאכה, ובעזרת השם נבוא ונחנוך ביחד, ונפיץ אור של שלום, שלווה, תרבות ורוח לעם כולו. תודה רבה.
So all I have to say is amen for this, for all the things that you have done. Well, now I invite Gal and Sophie to bring you the gift.
Yeah. Yes.
The gift is a leaf preserved in gold, a symbol of hope and prosperity. אפשר תמונה, בטח.
Michali and Bertold also. Michali, Elka, and Bertold.
Please, ladies.
Those who don't know, Bertold is the guy in charge in the Ministry of Housing of Germany who's supporting the kibbutz.
We will now plant. Okay, Ambassador, please. And the architect. Cheese. We have it? Good. So, we will now plant an olive tree to symbol growth and hope. יש לנו?